Hello, Gemini. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and I'm here to give you your What's the Tea Tarot reading for the week of May 26, 2024. In this reading, I'll begin by drawing 3 cards from the What's the Tea Oracle deck. I'll clarify those cards with tarot, and then I'll close out the reading by drawing you some letters. Please remember, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and that means it's quite possible that not every message that comes through today will resonate with you. And if that's the case, it's okay. It just means it's meant for another Gemini watching. I do encourage you to watch your other placements, your sun, moon, rising, in order to get a more comprehensive message. Now, let's try to hop on your timeline and see what you can expect in the week ahead. Well, Gemini, first full week officially in Gemini season. The sun has moved into Gemini. You should be feeling a lot better, maybe a renewed sense of hope and optimism. Jupiter has also moved into your sign. Jupiter will remain in your sign for one entire year. It takes Jupiter 12 years to get to each sign, and when it does, it stays there for an entire year. So think back where you were 12 years ago, Gemini. Did living situations change, living locations, jobs, career paths, relationships, etc. Anything like that could very well be on the table now for you in the next year for you to change, modify, or elevate. So keep that all in mind. You could also experience in the next year a renewed sense of hope, optimism, explore new people, new places, new things, better adaptability to situations and changes. And you can also find yourselves extending and expanding your social networks and connections. So keep that in mind. And the thank you next card wanted to pop out. We'll see if that comes out for you again. So now let's look at the next week for Gemini. What can they expect? What do they need to know about? And what do they need to prepare for Gemini for this week? Let's get one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. First up, Gemini, we have into you. So you could be having good chemistry, great vibes, and feeling overall very positive with a love connection in your life. You have legal issues. Some of you could be dealing with some legal issues this week. Marriage, divorce, immigration, child custody. It'll be different for each of you. This is also a card of justice, since this is Lady Justice on the card. So that you could very well see like a balancing or a fairness coming into your life this week. And then broke. So you or another person close in your energy could be emotionally, financially, or spiritually broke. So be mindful of that. Bottom of tarot, I always say this is what you don't see coming. Bottom of What's the Tea Oracle deck are issues you will have to contend with this week, but to a lesser degree than the 3 cards on the table. You have dirty offer. You could be receiving a dirty offer or maybe even giving one. Creativity. This could be an individual who's trying to copy your work or duplicate you, someone who wants to be like you. This card could also denote possibly a narcissistic individual who just kind of feeds off of you. I call them energy vampires. So just be mindful of that and wasting time. Definitely a situation here, possibly with that dirty offer, just something that you feel is stuck, it's not changing, and you feel like your growth is very limited in that particular situation or relationship. We'll see how all that plays out for your reading now. Let's get into tarot. Into you. What does Gemini need to know about into you for this week? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Into you is clarified by the Emperor. Further clarify the Emperor, please, for Gemini for this week. Further clarify the Emperor. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Emperor is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Excuse me. Legal issues. What does Gemini need to know about this? Legal issues or justice for this week? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Legal issues clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. Further clarify that, please, for Gemini. Further clarify the 6 of Pentacles. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. 6 of Pentacles clarified by the Hierophant. Wow, the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. Broke. Why is broke here for the Gemini collective? What do they need to know about broke? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Broke is clarified by the 2 of Cups. And further clarify the 2 of Cups, please, for Gemini. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. 2 of Cups is further clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles, the Devil, the 9 of Cups, and then the 4 of Wands. All right, let me read this a few different ways for you, Gemini. For those of you regarding finance and career, it's quite possible this week that at work you have a higher up or someone in a managerial or authority figure at work has really taken notice of the work you have been producing. Perhaps you've had a recent project that's been very successful. They feel that you are really into your job and they are really into you this week, professionally speaking. There's some sort of discussion with this individual or some type of message you received that they want to talk to you about your job, about the great work that you've been doing. I see that this individual has for you some sort of either like promotion, bonus, possibly raise. They want to give you more financial balance, right? Pay you more equally for the services you provide. Some of you have been at this job for a long time, 6 to 10 years I'm seeing here, 6 pentacles to 10 pentacles, that would be 6 to 10 years. And perhaps you have not received a raise in quite some time. So I do see this individual like using their intuition, like Gemini has done a really fantastic job. Maybe they're, they don't complain a lot, or they just completed this big project. It's been financially rewarding for the company. And now they kind of want to come down and have this sit down with you, almost to like using their intuition and move forward towards you, kind of in like this, I want to say energetic way to take action to kind of, I'm hearing like lock you down. So they might think that you're so good with your job that maybe you're thinking of leaving, or they might have caught wind from other coworkers that maybe you haven't been happy and you've been thinking of leaving. And if that's the case, they are coming in this week to have a discussion with you about some sort of raise or promotion that they feel you've been overdue, right? They could feel that they're not paying you enough with that broke card. They want you to love your job. They love you being there. And this is sort of like this moment of clarity, I think, for them. Number one, it's a breakthrough moment for them. Like, we have to do something to keep Gemini here, right? Gemini produces well. Gemini loves what they do. And let's have this very honest discussion on how to keep Gemini happy here so they don't leave the job, right? So they're here for the long term, and that they're really happy. Devil to the 9 of Cups would be like obsessively happy or excessively happy to continue working with us. For those of you who are looking for a job and you have been putting out feelers and resumes and seeing what's out there, it is very possible this week that you have several job offers come to you. Some paying you a little less or even a little bit more than what you feel like your current market value is. So in that respect, I see you taking your time to make a decision, trying to balance out the pros and cons of each one. But by the end of the week, then you do have this like breakthrough moment of which one will be more financially rewarding for you in the long run, and which one will make you excessively happy, help you balance out your finances in your home, where you can have this creative new beginning perhaps. But the job that you end up going with doesn't only just pay you the most. I actually, to be quite honest, see that you won't be accepting the job that will pay you the most. You're not taking the 10 of Pentacles job. It looks like you're accepting the 6 of Pentacles. You're going to negotiate for them to pay you a little bit more, pay you 7 of Pentacles. But the reason why you're doing this is because you will have more creative influence, or the ability to maybe like work at home, where they're more open to your creative ideas and approaches. Kind of like you can work the job solo as opposed to like being part of a team. So some of you going for the job that's a little bit less, negotiating a little bit more money and getting some terms for the long run that will really like keep your wishes fulfilled, where you, like I said, some of you get to work at home and stuff like that. In respect to love, Gemini, if you are a single Gemini, I feel that this week you are coming into your power, feeling really good about yourself. Again, Sun is in Gemini. This is your season. Male or female, doesn't matter. Feeling like the Emperor and Empress, really in control of everything. I think, Gemini, you know exactly what you want in a partner and in a long-term relationship. And I do see that this week you will be meeting several individuals. I'll give you some signs. Could be an Aries, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Cancerian. Yeah, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you kind of have almost everything on the table here, and you even have a fire sign. So this individual really could be of any sign. But I see you meeting possibly one, two, three, I want to say 4 people this week, possibly up to 4 suitors, if you will. I think one of them, you're going to find them to be a bit immature in terms of their communication style. Another one you may feel is a bit too rigid in terms of like traditional beliefs. There might be some conflict there. Perhaps they're more conservative than you are in one respect or another. For another one of you, you may find them very intellectually stimulating, but not physically attractive. There is one here that really stands out. Could be a water sign, could be another Gemini, could be also an earth sign, and that is a person that you kind of almost feel like this instant soul bond connection to, mutual attraction right off the bat. And I think you feel very lustful about this person, and I think by the end of the week you are asking them out on a date, or they are asking you out on a date. I think you're ready for new love, and in that respect I do see you, like I said, meeting a couple people, and by the end of the week deciding to at least move forward with one of them on a date to see where it all goes. For those of you in a current relationship where you've been dating someone, could be anywhere from like 4 to 6 years, let's say, does look like there is communication here between you and that individual about possibly taking the relationship to a higher level of commitment. You may see this person as a soul mate or a soul bond, or someone that you are like, I want to say, spiritually connected to. And I think you want to balance the scales with them. I have that 6 of Pentacles card, and then that was right below the legal card. So in that respect, some of you may have been dating several people, maybe juggling a couple different people, and it looks like this week you make the decision that you make the decision to move forward with one of them. You want equal reciprocity in one of them. It's the person you can see for the long run. They make you excessively happy. They check off all of your boxes. There's a lot of physical chemistry between you and them. I now have the Queen of Wands here, so a lot more fire energy. They could definitely be a fire sign, or they have fire in their chart, prominently in their chart. But it does look like if you've been juggling several people or undecided, it does look by the end of the week you are having this breakthrough moment to move forward with one of them. And like I said, it's most likely a fire sign. For those of you that are in a relationship long-term, and it's been happy and healthy and wonderful and intimate and all of that stuff, you could have communication with your partner this week about a new financial investment, long-term goals for the relationship. Perhaps one of you has been experiencing some financial issues and might need the other one to like help them out. I don't want to say like asking for a loan from your boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse, but something along those lines where there's like a big purchase that needs to be made, possibly surrounding house and home with the 4 of Wands under here. And so the two of you, excuse me, will have this discussion this week on how to pool your money together in order to make this big purchase or repair. And that's pretty much what I have for you, Gemini. Looks like a great week overall. Lots of balance in your finances, in your financial future kicking off this week, as well as in love, either finding several new people to date. I want to say whittling down your multiple options to one option. And for those of you already in a long-term healthy connection, it looks like some discussions regarding finances in order to make a big purchase in the near future. So looking pretty good as we're heading into Gemini season. Let me draw some letters for you. I've been trying to draw like 5 or 6 for each sign. So let's see what we have here. We have B, Z, G, C, A, J, and D. Again, the letters B, Z, G, C, A, J, D, and I will list those down below and pin them in the comments. I hope you liked this message. If it was entertaining or insightful for you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to drop me some comments below. I always enjoy interacting with all of you. And until I read for you again, Gemini, I wish you light, love, and peace. And of course, if it's your birthday week, happy birthday to you once again.